That well, Nigerians are powerful. They are powerful. So yeah, be mindful with your words. That's what
Yeah,
I'm
be
saying.
mindful.
We're not the ones to play with.
Yes, we bring the children into war, but the only time I ever hear us use that argument is when we're losing the battle.
Hi guys, it's Clinton Ogaoflondon here, and I'm here with
Whitney.
And this is Puffpuffandteapodcast. Yes. Puffpuffandteapodcast. I don't know what just happened there. But anywho, double for emphasis. You guys, we're back again. Another Monday means another great conversation is about to be had. So get comfortable, grab that puff puff, grab that cup of tea, get comfortable, get that blanket in. But do we really still need the blanket now in the UK? But we kind of still
do.
The UK is a bit confused like that. Like, see the way I'm dressed because we ain't really stable when it comes to the weather. So you have to be prepared on all guards. Like literally today I went out and I went out with like by the time I went out I was a bit breezy and I'm like I don't want to risk being cold. So I went out with like a full on jacket. By the time I was on my way back home, I was like borderline sweating in my jacket. So yeah, that's just where we're at right now in the UK. But they say summer is coming, so let's see how it comes. Okay. But yeah, guys, we're about to get into another great conversation, so let's get into it. How far? How are you feeling?
Sad.
I think I have an idea why. Is it Alex Akubo?
We have to start off with our condolences. I know you haven't heard condolences in a while, but our condolences. And what was so sad, like, he's in one of my favourite Nollywood films.
Which is?
The, what's called The Apprentice.
Okay, I don't think I've watched it.
You've watched it, Clinton.
Oh, okay. But that's not what it's called, Brittany.
I know.
It's called Afamifuna.
I know. So but I'm not going to butcher it.
You're not serious, but okay.
But yeah, that was like one of my favorite Nollywood movies. Like, actually, I used to go back to it until they removed it off Netflix, but I think they brought it back.
How did they do that? Is it because of Netflix left Nigeria?
Yeah, probably. And also, they have to make room for new ones. That's why they usually give a limit.
They're not serious.
But I hope hopefully they brought it back because I'm feeling like watching that thing today. But oh my god! And you know what? Right? I was even there was talks about like where has this guy gone? Because after that movie, right, people were like where has Alex gone? Because you can't come with this amazing movie and then just disappear. So we were all worried. Even me, I said, where's this man? Even me, I was worried. But people say, no, he's fine. He's just he's a private person. And then we hear this news. And apart from me, when I saw it, I'm like, even now, right, I'm not sure if I believe it or not because I'm weary of Nigerian news. Anything that comes from Nigeria, I'm weary of it.
Yeah.
Because how many times have they told me someone's died and the person has to come out and say, no, I'm alive?
Yeah.
But like the way I'm just hearing condolences from actors and actors, I'm just like, Alex. Like, bro, there's only a few movies that get me back, like Nollywood movies that I repeat, and that was one of them. Even though I still didn't understand how that chick came out the way she was with two parents that look like that, but never mind.
Yeah. So, this is actually very, very fresh. In line with when we're filming right now. Like literally just an hour ago, this news broke out. And like you said, I don't even know whether to believe it or not.
Yeah.
It's very, very fresh. And maybe by the time this episode comes out, there may be more news behind it. But yeah, right now it's very fresh. Like literally, I was on the toilet. My friend called me, and I'm like, I'm not picking up this call. I'm on the toilet. The friend now called me again, and I literally messaged the friend, "Give me a minute, please." The friend now called me again, so I'm like, "Just one that you see my message, you're still calling me. Maybe it's an emergency." And that picks up. This my friend called me, Clinton! Oh my god! Oh my god! What's going on? She's like, Alex is gone. Then I don't know why Ekubo just came. When she said Alex Ekubo, and it wasn't clicking, I'm like, who's Alex Ekubo? Who's Alex Ekubo? Then now click, I'm like, the actor. I'm like, and I do recall people. I'm like, there's been moments where his name's been in the headline, like
where is he exactly?
He's associated with relationship and all that ones. Like his name just pops in and out of headlines. So yeah, I know that things have arisen. So I wasn't necessarily. I don't know whether to say I wasn't necessarily shocked, but of course I am still shocked. Like you never really anticipate these kind of things. But yeah, I was just like, wow, how sad if that is the case. How sad.
We don't have many good Igbos actors or actresses. Oh.
No, it's very sad if that is the case. And yeah, it's gonna be like it's the first son like of his family, like the first child. I think both his parents are alive. Like No, I don't even think I've processed it completely. It is, if this is the case, it is very sad, and our
To his
condolences.
family and friends.
Yes, our condolences to all those affected by this
And our
news.
condolences also go out to Jake Hall from Towie.
Okay, yeah, because this is a British Nigerian podcast, so we gotta represent.
Yeah. Our condolences go out to him and his family, his daughter River. You know, he unfortunately passed away following him smashing his head in a glass door. It's just so sad.
Very sad. Our condolences.
Condolences to Missy, River, Chloe Lewis, his parents, his brother who wrote that he posted that lovely, what's it called, poem on Instagram. And then when you see all the people who came out, you realize like, wow, this guy was like somebody. Because if you see the people he was even like, hanging out with, the people who have come out and just been like saying their goes, like he was like good friends with Beyonce's hairdresser.
Mm.
Just like, wow.
That's the thing with this life thing, and
Who
that's
would
why
have
people are
thought the guy
always.
from Towie?
Mhm. That's the thing with this life thing, and that's why people are always encouraging people like give people their flowers while they're here,
Mm,
because a lot of the time it is when it is over, when somebody's journey in life is over, so journey on earth is over. That's when people now start maybe publicly acknowledging what somebody may have done for them or the relationship they had. So it is sad in that kind of way, but rather bittersweet. But our condolences.
yeah. Oh my god, we're at the office Tales in the office, and we were talking about who we think the richest Towie star is. One person was saying it's Megan
McKenna.
McKenna, all that stuff, and I would say I think it's Sam because of that her brand. But behold, it's Mark Wright. So that's a little fact for you guys, apparently.
That's good for them. Yeah. So are we done with this whole commiseration section?
Oh, let me check.
Oh, I think that means we're done because nothing,
I may
nobody else
have
is
I
coming
may
to your
have
mind.
one in my file,
But
that I haven't
sticking to
said.
the whole Igbo actors thing, I don't know, but I just
I
saw
could.
this thing.
I don't know if we've left
No, me,
condolences.
I've left it, so don't worry. I just saw this thing before we came on the podcast. Apparently, our good, I don't know what to call her, sis, auntie,
Genevieve.
Genevieve, she's coming back to
Wahala.
the screen, yes, with Wahala.
Yeah,
So,
it was on my note. What's it called? Big ups BBC, and I see what you're doing.
mhm.
After you've seen the good press and the awards that's coming for My Father's Shadow, guys have caught on.
What's My Father's Shadow?
It's a Nigerian movie. It won a BAFTA,
Okay.
and it's also been winning awards in the film festival. It's really good. So, but BBC, you've been catching on. So I see you. I see you.
No, well done to them, and I'm excited. I'm just so yeah. Right now, they just I think released
Genevieve
a
is coming
press
back to our
release.
screen. And speaking of sticking on, I wouldn't even consider what BBC the one in Hollywood film. But speaking on Nigerian
Film.
films, so that stuff. What's it called? Blood Sisters is coming back,
Yeah, I
season
saw that as
two.
well. Season
When I
two.
saw that, I was just like, I was in the office and I was making my tea. I saw that, I was like, Blood Sisters, like, I said I have to go back and rewatch it to figure out what happened at the end.
Lol, yeah,
Because
what do
you
you
see
mean?
how long the scene was, but it also gave me hope that Castles and Castles will come back.
Yeah, I think Castle and Castle, like they had their first season, they've had the second season,
Yeah,
but they had a break between those
yeah.
two. And Nigerian
Nigeria.
series wise, they definitely have room to grow. But
But Blood
yeah,
Sisters, when I saw that, I think I was like, and I looked at I went back to just look at the first, season one. I was like, wow, we have grown because they look like babies there compared to how they are now.
lol.
And just like, but like, I'm so happy though. I hope it's good because the season one was really good.
Yeah, they had really stopped everybody in their tracks.
Yeah,
So yeah, it seems exciting things are coming for the Nigerian community film
yeah.
wise, and probably the global community because you guys love us anyway. So yeah,
Oh,
everybody should just
and
tune in
I think of
and
Nigeria.
support.
Have you been hearing what's it called? The commercials we're having about the African sort of
AMVCA,
yeah,
Park and Nichols
MET.
Commission.
Well, the Westerns are catching on to the
Is that
fashion.
necessarily commission? Yeah, I
No,
mean,
I'm saying commotion because
or you're saying like the media frenzy is causing
yeah,
up.
because there's this person that I
Mm-hmm,
listened to, Hot Lemon,
mm-hmm,
and this guy is like really in depth with fashion and stuff.
mm-hmm.
This is the first time I've seen him speak on this.
Mm-hmm.
And what I'm seeing, and the fact that I'm seeing out the fashion influencers in the Western field speaking on this thing, I'm just like, wow, we're getting there. And one of the things that they kept saying was like, this is what the Met Gala should have been.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I was seeing what's it called, TikToks, I think, about, and I even wrote it down on my notes. I'm like, yeah, to bring this up if you didn't. And yeah, it was basically a thing of like AMVCA versus the Met Gala.
Yeah.
That was seeing a lot of that. And it makes sense. It's nothing new for us. That's just the thing. It's nothing new for us. Nigerians, we like to look good.
But
like, we can not have lights, but
we will
not look like we do not have lights. It's just as simple as that.
Dude,
packaging is priority.
I just think it just highlighted that, what's good, how we can just, you know, the creativity.
Yes, definitely.
Like, what's it called? You had someone who made a dress out of bread.
Mm-hmm. At first, I wasn't getting the whole thing, like the whole concepts I was seeing. Then I now saw like the theme, I think, of the award show, and I think is it something about arts.
Yeah, that's the Met Gala.
No, the African AMVCA, they had a theme for their award show.
Oh, because the Met Gala's one was, what's it called? Fashion is art.
But AMVCA, they had a theme for them. What's it called?
Met Gala's one was fashion was art. Fashion is art. Yeah.
But yeah, AMVCA also had one. I think it was also, what's it called? Let me find it. I think it also had to do with art, and that's why we're seeing such, you know, very unique pieces. Because what is the theme? Blah, 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 blah. What is the theme? Something to do with art. I don't know what to take so much time away looking through my phone. But yeah, and that's why we're seeing such unique styles. Because even that whole bread one that I saw initially, I'm just like, are you just looking for attention here? Because
no, but
why are you wearing bread here?
But she also has a bakery.
Yeah,
pastry.
Bread marketing, another one. But still, there's a time and place for everything. I personally will not encourage you wearing bread.
Even me, I would not. I was thinking also, I was like, the birds.
No, not the birds. In that country, they don't worry about birds. Like,
and then I also was thinking like, all that bread going to waste.
Lol.
Because no one wants to eat bread that's on a dress.
Lol.
And then after that, but the most funniest comment that I saw for that thing was, wow, she's really showing that she's the breadwinner. I was floored. I was like,
lol. Sorry, I'm trying to find this thing. I want to really bring context to what is going on here. But they definitely had a theme because there's a lot of, you know, you saw what's it called, Uche Montana, our trailblazer of the year.
Congrats. And big ups to Benjamin Franklin.
Yes, that's true. When I saw that, I was like, wow, would be so happy about this?
Dude, I was screaming. I was with them.
Lol. No, and that's something my friend did mention to me. She was like, this year she feels like people really deserve the awards that they got.
But I'm not gonna lie.
There have been controversies, but this year I think a lot of people are in agreement that the right people won.
To be honest, right? But I'm not gonna lie. I wish Toby,
was he nominated?
No, I wish he was nominated.
Okay.
Because his performance on behind the scenes, I was just like, wow. Like, I wouldn't mind if him or Benjamin won. Like, I wish at least he was nominated because he really. I feel that was his best performance from what I've seen of him.
In what?
Like acting.
What? In what?
Behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes. Okay.
Yeah. So I was like, this was truly one of his best. I was watching. And I was watching. I went over it again and again. That scene, one scene in particular of him. I was just like, I will never believe this guy was on Big Brother Niger.
No, but that's the thing. Like, there are people that opportunity is literally just a stepping stone for them. It's just a platform to get them out there and put them in the position to do what they're called to do. And that's what you see with the likes of them, Toby Bakre, Bisola, you know, people of those likes.
But wasn't Bisola an actress before?
I think so.
Yeah.
So. But Toby didn't have this kind of notoriety.
Oh yeah. But Toby, like, he wasn't the guy was I remember I was watching his interview with Tea and he wasn't an actor, he wasn't working at a bank, all that stuff. And then he actually after the whole Big Brother Niger, he was trying to consider what he's going to do next. And that's why he took, like, you know, he really like took lessons to learn how to do this thing. So big ups to him and his coach because that performance was mwah. But big ups to Benjamin.
Yeah, and I knew you'd be so happy about that one. And even me, I agreed. I'm like, yep, that is the right one. Winner.
What's it called? And also shout out to, is it Linda?
Yeah, Linda.
Linda.
I was shocked.
Supporting and
lead actress.
A lead actress.
I was like, wow, that is wild.
When I saw her, I was like, hey, She may not dress the part, but she is the part. I was just like, because I was looking at all the things. I was like, and I just saw her dress. I was just like, you know what, Linda? You may not be the best dressed, but you're the best lead. Congratulations.
Yeah, congrats to her. But speaking on that, then, who would be your best dressed, or who would be on your best dressed list from the AMVCA?
Choma, Uche Montana.
Who's Choma Good Hair? Okay.
What do Choma do I know?
I was about to say, no, just didn't come to my mind who. But yeah, Choma Good Hair, yeah, making sense.
Uche Montana.
I'm not gonna lie, Uche Montana, at first I didn't get it. I was not getting it. I'm just
I got devil vibes.
Of course you would.
I got like when I saw that thing
I was getting like dragon vibes, yeah.
I was getting hell.
What the hell?
I was like yes. When I saw the thing, I was like, yes, you're saying you have arrived. I am hell.
I don't think that was the goal. But yeah, I was definitely getting like flings, dragons, that kind of thing. Then when I now saw like, okay, everybody's actually working towards a theme, because even Osaz is somebody I would give.
Osaz, yes, like yes.
That crystal, that silver dress was outstanding. And I wasn't expecting Vicky to.
Why did you see the red one?
I saw the red one as well. That one too was definitely a statement. But I was a bit like, okay, but how are we going to see throughout the night? So I'm like, okay, this, like, are we actually going
I think the pictures even made it better, because when you saw her.
Yeah. Yep. No, that was definitely a showstopper. And to see Vicky still like show up, her brand still show up through this award show, I was shocked. Because I'm like, the girl is pregnant, she's not even in the country.
What does that mean?
No, but maybe she's on maternity leave. I haven't been seeing her post.
I was about to say, did your mother work through maternity leave? Through maternity.
It's just what crossed my mind. I didn't necessarily expect her, so I was a bit worried for the girls, for her particular girls, because she's known for designing for Osaz. Last year. And
so thought pregnancy was over.
It's possible now. Some people maybe closer to the time, they're like, okay, it's now time for me to get
Did you know her mother's waters broke when she was carrying the twins while she was on her way to doing visiting a house?
Yeah, I know this happened, but I don't know. I'm just being honest here. That's what crossed my mind. I was a bit like, okay, so is our brand going to be represented this year?
Of course, she's not going to miss out on any opportunity.
No, she definitely delivered. And another thing, like, she's working from a whole other continent. So I was like, how is this all going to work out? But she delivered. Delivered. No, I don't 26. Maybe because of her content, I'm so used to seeing her hands on. So when she's not in the country, I just assume, okay, those people that she normally works with hands on is not going to happen now.
Maybe Osaz even flew out to see her.
It's possible, because it seems like, her and Osaz have that relationship and they trust each other.
Yeah.
Like, because if I'm Osaz fan, I'm like, this one you're pregnant now. Who am I meant to trust with my outfit? Because
every year prior, you have been
delivering. No, but still, like, when it comes to this award show, they've been working together consistently. So as much as, it would be, you've worked with other stylists, I think it would be a bit nerve-wracking to now, use somebody else for this award show, that kind of thing. And again, she proved why her and Osaz work, why Vicky James and Osaz work, because two show-stopping moments with her face. I was like, the silver one, I was like, stopped my child. I'm like, wow, the beauty of that dress. And even that one, like, you may have not noticed the detail. They used this thing, that iron sponge. Yeah, that was really that's the circular things you're seeing on the dress. And that's why I now understood, okay, the theme is all this. I don't know whether it's bringing life to art or something like that, but you're seeing breads, you're seeing Uche Montana with her peacocks, you're seeing Osaz with her sponge. So it was now all making sense. I'm like,
and then what's it called? Mercy.
Mercy who?
Girl from Big Brother.
Mercy, that's a no.
No, I'm not saying it's the best.
Okay.
What I'm saying is, I did not understand it.
But it's because of this theme. I know the excuse would be because of this theme, but that thing was ugly.
The fish, I just did not understand it.
Nah, like something out of Disneyland. I'm not even like the knockoff.
I respect the creativity. I respect that, because that ain't easy. But I was just like,
it's a no. It's a mess. It's a mess.
That was not my worst, but not my best.
When something is just too unpractical, I think that's really what it was. Like, it's just.
Her and Linda were my no.
Linda's own is not that she was necessarily terribly dressed. It was just underwhelming for me. That's really what it was.
It was just like it did not look flattering on her.
I hear that.
And what's it called? I must say, it's hard to dress short people.
No, it's hard to dress short.
It's hard to dress short people who are also curvy. Okay. It's hard to dress us because a lot of the time it's so easy for the clothes to wear you.
I hear that. I just think there's some people...
that's what happens a lot with Linda. I'm not gonna lie. A lot of the times when I've seen her, she's a beautiful face, but the times where I've seen her, the outfits are just not matching the beauty in her face.
I hear that, but I also think some people just are not fashionable. That's just what it is in my
I'm
opinion.
very, what's it called? Her husband, for your wedding anniversary or birthday, just hear up with, just ask,
Yeah,
James to, I want you to dress my wife. I want to hire you as her stylist.
Yeah, because I just think some people like the fashion game is not their expertise, and that's fine.
Do you know who I would love?
She doesn't need to.
Yeah, she's really
to be dressing.
Do you know who I would love to? What's it called? To have seen there, Bank W and what's it called?
And it's yeah, like every time we watch it, like where are you lot? Like what do you lot?
They're in America.
Are they back in America now? Because they were in Nigeria for a bit.
Yeah, they were.
So I don't know where they are now.
And I would love her in the Wahala, her and Genevieve. That would be cute.
Yeah, that would be wild.
But anyway, yeah, I would love to. I would just love to see her back in like movies. Cause I know she's been doing like more animation in the meantime. But I would love to see her like her face in films.
So I believe soon come. We'll see her.
I also did not see Bimbo.
Yeah, that's true.
I didn't see Bimbo. And I did see Timini, but Timini, he was in London for a stage. He was working in a theatre.
Yeah, that's good for him.
So yeah,
that's good for him.
And it was in our Great Greenwich.
Not the Greenwich. The people love Nigeria. Like lol. Like that seems to be.
We may have to take a boat.
Maybe small boats. But yeah, I'm just trying to think. Is anybody else that comes to my mind?
Oh, what's it called? A lot of publicity was going to Nana's dress.
Is that the host?
No. She was the one who wore it was basically looked like a building.
Oh, I think I just saw that on BBC.
Yes.
Yeah, I think I just saw
that on BBC. And what's it called? This Netherlands designer is coming and saying that the person who made her dress stole the idea of him. But then we have seen text messages.
How do you steal a building?
He said that what's it called? I sketched out that thing and they now ran with it. But from the messages that we've seen,
it was a collaborative work.
But from the messages we've seen, she told him what she wanted, and he presented sketches, but the sketches were like seen eye to eye. So it was her idea that the Netherlands guy. She presented the idea to the Netherlands designer, and he presented sketches, and it wasn't working or that stuff. And he ended up even refunding her because he couldn't get what she wanted. And then all of a sudden you see people like praising this one that she did what she's wearing, and now he's come and said that I designed this was my design and got no credit off it and that stuff. But now the designer who designed it is giving him, saying it's a collab effort, credit and that stuff. But some people are just saying like, dude, if this thing wasn't getting publicity, will you be screaming like this?
It's not the first time this kind of discussion has come up.
And if we're gonna keep it a buck, it was her idea. So if anybody
should take credit,
it's her.
Yeah.
You're basically going off her idea.
No, it's just the social media era that we're in. Everybody wants credit for their work.
Yeah, and I didn't like how you were saying that we should be wary of these Nigerian designers. Like, bruh, calm yourself.
I didn't see all of this, but yeah, it's not the first time such things happening. As far as those involved to know the truth, they should not worry themselves about such things.
And by saying that, you may have lost some Nigerian clients coming to you to want to design for them.
What happened to that person with his 360 camera?
Huh?
You know that guy that used to do that 360 thing at Watches?
Yeah.
Apparently, did you see that thing? Apparently, he had basically like I think a Nigerian person contacted him to maybe like bring his facilities for the events and all that ones. Then the guy was basically insinuating that he's not sure whether she'll be able to afford him, that kind of thing, even before really getting into details about the whole kind of thing. So people are like, he drew that conclusion because she's coming from a Nigerian background and that kind of thing. And since then, nobody has seen the man again because Nigerians went off.
Bro, you're not the only one that does it. You can get someone else. So
I'm telling
you ain't that special.
I'm telling you, I was just like, wow, because like I think the next award show, because he's known at being at all these award shows and doing that, you know, that slow-mo 360 thing that he's not. But the next award show was meant to be fun. And people are like, oh, he's disappeared now, guys. Where is he? I'm just like, wow, Nigerians are powerful. They are powerful. So yeah, be mindful with your words. That's what
be mindful.
We're not the ones to play with. Okay. But yeah, overall, I'm happy the AMVCA seems to have gone well.
This was actually the first time I actually watched it. Like
I've
before,
never
I just
watched it
watched.
before. It's just clips I've
But
seen.
yeah, before I just used to watch clips. But this
Mm.
one, I just like I don't even know. It just came on my YouTube.
Is it?
I was just like, I have nothing else to watch. I started watching it.
Lol. Nice.
When I saw my Benjamin, I was like, my Benjamin. You would think I was there on stage with him.
Lol.
And then him and Sunshine behind the scenes.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that moment. But yeah, I'm happy for them. Even though there was one thing though that crossed my mind, and I feel like this is such a Nigerian thing though, because like these people, they'll be winning personal awards. Why are there so many people on the stage?
Yeah, they do that a lot.
They do that. I'm just like, you see, I think you see at the hippie awards. That's what they call it. You know, headies. You see at the headies. You see, how did I guess hippies?
I was about to say, Clinton, be careful with the next words that come out here.
No, but you see at the head awards, and also again this time, and like it's not the movie that won you lots. You know that, right?
I know, but that's how
actors work.
That's how we are. But it's also that's what they do on hip hop award shows. When a rapper wins, they all come.
Is it?
Yeah. The whole squad comes.
I get. Okay, I was like, I get it, but it's like, guys, you know, I personally, I don't see myself following somebody on stage like.
Oh yeah, me too. That's also because I don't like being seen, so that'll probably be the main reason.
I love being seen. That's what my work is. You get me being seen.
So if I won an award, you just sit down judgely, right?
No, I wouldn't want to farms. You get me? As much as I may be a part of the production, it's different to say the show won or the movie won and we're all a part of the movie. But if somebody's, you know,
I get you.
For their personal work, their personal contribution, they should personally go and receive their award.
Yeah.
If they want us to join, they will say it that they want us to join. Not that we just assume that we should be on the stage. This is our award.
That's my guy.
Exactly. Like, let's not be Raz here. Like, let's be mindful. I found it to be quite Raz. All these people just, you know, jumping on stage. Unless maybe they asked you not to come on stage when they're going. If that's the case, no problems. But all these people just coming on stage when one person is, you know, has won.
Sometimes I'm just like, is the stage even big enough to carry all you people?
Evidently it is, and that's why they keep doing it. I'm just like, that's not a bit of me.
So what's good? If I won like an Oscar, you would sit there digitally if I invited you.
Yes, I'll be stood there. I'll stand up here in my seats, but I ain't following you on stage. It's not my awards.
I always wonder like, what's good? How many people you can invite for that? I'm thinking you can only have like a +1 or something for those other things.
It's just that because they're like all in the scene now, so it makes sense that because it's a thing of like, you see, I think it's like a lot of the people on the production, like maybe the other actors on the movie or show, like I'll just see all of them flooding the stage. I'm just like, oh, okay, but you look, the whole thing didn't win the awards. You get me? But you know, a win is a win.
Big ups. Win is a win.
A win is a win. But yeah, congratulations.
I wish Kill To Kill a Monkey got more awards. Yeah, it was just such a good movie globally.
Yeah, it was. No, it wasn't.
No,
it wasn't.
Dude, what's it
wasn't terrible, but
it was not for you. Just say it was not for you.
Yes, but it wasn't terrible. I wouldn't say it was terrible. Like, if that main actor won the award, I would have been like, what happened there? Like, how? Because that guy's acting was stiff to me. I don't know whether it's his acting style or was the character or something.
I get what you mean. I get what you mean, but I feel like the movie as a whole.
Yeah, the movie as a whole was top notch. Quality, you can't take anything away from them. But I wouldn't necessarily say it's one of my top watches when it comes to Nigerian movies or series. So yeah, but Butchie's contribution was definitely a standout. Like, definitely was a standout. So is that all we have to say on AMVCA?
Yeah.
So
big ups, Benjamin.
Yeah, big ups, everybody. I'm so happy for Ichimota now.
I'm happy for Ichi. Oh my god, Mama Monica even came up.
Yeah, I saw her. I'm like,
I was like, yeah, she needs.
Her moment.
I was like, Mama Monica needs this because the amount of hate she's getting, she needs this.
No, but as much as she's getting hate, like, it's definitely working in her favor. So
I remember she was doing an interview and she said that Uche was like, oh, we're going to do a part 2, and she's like, I'm not doing it. Yeah, I'm not being one. Yeah, because of the backlash. And then she's which basically ignored her saying that, like, I'm writing it.
Lol. No, I saw that because it was like all of them that were involved in that movie. Like, I think the 4 main actors,
especially like, the guy,
the impact is having on their
especially
career.
the person who played the brother.
Yeah,
he's getting a lot of recognition.
Yeah, you can see the impact it's having on their career. And I just reminded like, wow, it takes one moment.
That's what I'm saying. It takes one moment.
And I'm just like, wow, like these people are having their moments. I'm so happy for them, honestly. And even for, like, and I feel like it was even a big thing for AMVCA to shout out a movie that was produced on YouTube.
That's why I said this is Uche's moment.
Yeah,
This is the where people are seeing that she can lead a movie, that she can bring an audience.
Yeah, no, definitely. Because I feel like it's one thing for, I feel like they're known for acknowledging movies on television.
Yes, yeah.
Maybe even streaming. I think it took them a bit of time to start, involving them, that kind of thing. Because maybe they were trying to be stiff. But for them to go as far as to acknowledge somewhat digital content, you get. I'm just like, that is a big step, and it's like, and even the whole content. I think I don't know whether you saw, like, they have a category for digital content.
Yeah,
and that was so then one. I was like, wow, that is a big move. Like the film industries, like, around the world, they're really starting to recognize this digital era that we're moving into, and unavoidably so. So it makes sense.
We appreciate it.
Yes. So congratulations to all. Congrats. But yeah, what's happening?
Which one was?
You know what? Yeah, you lot may not appreciate our serious talks from all the time, yeah, but let's talk about some serious stuff.
I started serious with condolences.
Yeah, okay, we started serious, yeah. But let's talk a bit about politics. So let's get into some politics. I don't know if you've been seeing what's going on in Nigerian politics. So our uncle Peter,
I thought about both the
UK politics as well, because that's the thing. Both of our worlds, politics are making moves. But yeah, I don't know if you saw our uncle Peter. He decamped from his former party that was ADC to now he's in the NDC. And when I saw that, I was just like, uncle, like, you're making it hard for me. You're really making it hard for me, because he probably has valid reasons, but from a perception side, it doesn't look good. It's looking like, we are just moving to anywhere where we can get our way, that kind of thing, or where we can get the ticket.
He's tired. He's tired. He's probably like, I tried going through the straight and narrow goody two-shoe lane and see what it has done for me. Maybe he's even thinking, right, what's it called? Let me do it this way, and then once I'm in, I'll be able to bring the good.
No, the thing is that I understand it. My problem is that I know how that country thinks, and I know how his opponents think. They'll just use any opportunity to, turn it into something that it's not, or turn it into something that it's just try and shift the narrative into something that is negative. So I just like this move. I'm already anticipating the negative narrative that's going to try.
There's always going to be negative. When have we seen something positive about politics in Nigeria? Let's be honest.
It's true there. But the thing is that what also, like, maybe like kind of like calmed down my worries was, like, he wasn't the only person that decamped from that political party. A number of them decamped. I think they were even like, when they were even like announcing it in, is it House of Assembly or somewhere, they were like, oh, that you should just finish compiling your list instead of us talking this thing one by one. Because it was literally just like one person after the other, decamping. So they're just like, please, you just gotta compile your list and let's just do
We're not serious.
That kind of thing. So it's given. I think it also supports Peter B's words when he put out the statement why he's the campaign, and was like, the structure is just not a place for him to stay in this political party and achieve.
And I agree with that.
And evidently, the fact that so many people are following in his footsteps, it means he cannot be far from the truth. So yeah, and I hope Nigerians do not just stick onto negatives, because Nigerians love negatives.
But I mean, I must say, I will not be surprised if they do. What's it called? There's sometimes not even the Nigerian people's fault. It's what is shown on social media, because let's be honest, the government controls what Nigerians see on the news and what they see on websites and all that stuff. It's very knowledgeable. So if the government is run by these corrupt politicians, and we know that not many are a fan of Peter, Uncle Peter, then I can see them saying, yeah, let's spread as much negativity.
Yeah.
So then the small Nigerian guy in the, who's in a shop reads it, and it's just like this Peter guy. And then it just spreads worldwide in Nigeria.
Yeah. No, but that's the thing, like you said.
And that's the issue, is like we don't have, because basically the Nigerian news is just propaganda. And because of that, a lot of Nigerians are going by what is being shown, and we're being deceived, basically, and misled, and that's why, and it's difficult for us to be able to even make good and right decisions.
No, that's the thing, and because of, I think this is also something that really impacts the less educated, the less
Yeah.
privileged per se, because like we said previously on this podcast, we are in a position where we can, we make the effort to put in the research to, and we are informed somewhat of what is going on there, and we are not just persuaded by a bag of rice because of the position that we're in. We can buy our own bag of rice. We do not need your bag of rice.
How much is bag of rice?
I don't know, but the prices of things in that country just keep going up. So even if I say one price today, maybe another one by the time this episode comes out, sadly. But yeah, that is what is going on in Nigeria. So yeah, I think more than anything, it's sad for the less educated and less privileged population. And I think, not what I think, they're the more popular population. So it's like if you get your way with them, you kind of have gotten your way, you've gotten the majority. So yeah, it's sad that these people are able to control the narrative and somewhat be pushing out these negative narratives onto other people, and you have these gullible people that will just fall for it without really knowing what they're talking about. So yeah, that's just really my worry. And I think like another thing I am worried about though is because like all this negativity, all this drama that is coming with this Nigerian politics, I do worry whether our generation is bothering to engage in politics, like us Gen Zs. Like I've been talking to people and they're just like, Clinton, why are you disturbed about this politics thing? Like we all know what's going to happen in this next election.
Yeah.
So why are we wasting our time?
I think that answers your question as to why. Then what's the good?
I get that, but is that the stance you take? Like I get what they're saying, because even me, as much as I support Peter Obi, I'm not gonna lie, just from a viewer's point of view, I would say let's just wait, let this man finish, because we kind of know how this is gonna end unless Jesus does miracle. Jesus is not against doing miracles. So if he does it, praise Master Jesus. But based off of trends, we kind of know how this is gonna go. So because of that, I'll just be like, Uncle, let's just wait, let this man go, and let us know that we are fighting a clean battle. That kind of thing.
Are we really?
No, but somewhat, at least, because Nigeria is almost set up like for a certain demographic that once you're in, you're gonna do the full thing. Where whether the people are really in support of it or not, one way, one how, you're gonna do to the max. Do you get?
Yeah.
So at least once that factor is out of the question, we know that okay, that factor is out of the question. Now we're now fighting against everybody new. Do you get what I'm saying? As much as things may still be against us, but at least that factor is not in play right now. Where this election, that factor is in play. This man is there. There are people that profit off of this man being there. So these people are all going to work and band together to keep this man there. So this is an added layer to these people's election. So I'm just like,
another reason people could be like, because they could put people are like less into the election of politics is because they know that no matter, because especially after the last election, they know that no, we can do as much as we can. We can put in as much effort on right stuff, go and vote on right stuff, and it could still be rigged. So I can see why people would just be like, "What's even the point?" I'm not saying it's the right thing to have, right? What's it called? Motive to have, but I can see what some people were like, "Our votes don't even really count."
I hear that, but like I said, as much as we may be discouraged, I do not think we should get comfortable in discouragement, because like they keep saying, these old people that are forcing themselves onto us in this country, their time is going to go and will now be left to us to deal with this country. So I do feel like I know it's easier said than done, but we need to.
What you're saying is, it seems
kind of
more.
Like stay
what you're saying, it seems more like hopeful. Like you hope that it's going to be like that.
But what do we have? We don't have hope.
You're hoping that once this person leaves, that it'll be more fresh, and we can be able to see the next.
I'm not saying I'm not speaking from a naive place and saying that once this person leaves, this person's going to have a fair show. That's what I'm saying. I'm just saying it is a removed factor because of like the trend of these things. Like these presidents, they're known for a lot of them. Let's be frank. A lot of them from the west, a lot of them from the north. They're known for doing out their full two terms, their maximum 2 terms. So and that's why I feel like that is an added factor to this incoming election, and it's probably. If this man wins, it's not going to be a shock. It's going to be, oh yeah.
But what I'm saying is, you're hoping that once this person comes, it's now restarts the whole thing. But like that, we're here. There's this thing. It's like we know, but we don't say it out loud that basically the government chooses the president.
Yeah, I hear that. I hear that. I'm not naive to all of this thing you're saying. I'm just saying this aspect that I've spoken of, I just think is an added layer to this election. And that's why I personally will not invest too much in this election if I was a political aspirant. That is my own point of view. It's yeah, that's just the way I see it. Like Nigeria is known for people people being in on seats for their full terms or their maximum terms. So that's just the way I see it. But if these people want to give it a shot, they should go for it. And you don't know where my support is at. It's just as simple as that. And when it comes to our generation, I just don't think discouragement is the way forward. I get, like we said, it always just takes a moment. It always just takes a moment. So if we can do our part to get to that moment, let's do our parts. And being discouraged, just sitting around accepting this reality because we're like, oh, there's no other option. I definitely do not see that being the way forward. So I would like to use this platform to encourage all of us Nigerians to play our patriotic roles. It may be discouraging, but let's do what we can so that we can say that we did what we can. That's my own.
Speaking of patriotic roles, did you vote in this local election?
I'm not done speaking about Nigeria. So do you want to finish Nigeria before we get into that? Okay. So now continue on with Nigeria. Something I did see that actually caught my attention. Apparently, good luck. He's looking into running again. And I'm not gonna lie to you.
Oh my gosh, don't be those people.
But
I think that says that, oh yeah, we think it's good.
No. I think he has the biggest shots against this man. I'm not gonna lie. Against Tinubu, you people tell me your
why do you think that?
I think he has just because he has experience on seats. It's not to say that he has the best experience here. It's not to say that, but out of everybody that is, going for this seat, he's the only person that can say.
Clinton, you're still looking at this like it's a fair election. Really, that's the reason why when you're saying
that's what I should be hoping for, a fair election.
You're based on hope.
Yes, because
you're based on miracles.
No, yes, Jesus does miracles, so I can keep trusting and hoping for miracles. He does it, and I'm just saying. I'm not even saying if it's down to credibility, if it's down to capability, I don't think based on that he should win. I'm just saying the mere fact that he's been president before, that is why I think he has the biggest shot against this man. That's my
think no one has no shot. I just think he's gonna win.
That may happen, but
because it's a corrupt system. That's the reason why I can't be thinking these scenarios, hypotheticals.
To just give in to the corrupt
I'm not saying give in, but I'm being realistic. So when we're saying bringing all these people, I'm just like, I'm thinking of it from a realistic point instead of getting hopes up and all that stuff. We already we have seen an election being rigged. What's stopping it from being rigged again? Especially when a lot of people are making money off this president.
I hear you, yeah, but
and what's it called? Good luck, Jonathan. Yeah, he has the experience. He has some more credibility. But again, how many people are? He's been out of the game for how long? How many people in his support system are even still in the big seats in politics, to be able to influence him being there?
I'm just thinking from a point of view because he's been in this position before, he has already had that opportunity to get to the people. The people know him. The people are familiar with him. So I think after Tinubu, he's going to be the next person to really be able to get through to the people. And it will not be something new to them. It will not be something brand new to them. It will be familiar. And it will already be a familiar thought in their heads. Do you get what I'm saying? I'm not saying that it's a clear shot for him. I'm just saying between all of these contenders for this kind of election where we have somebody that is where we have somebody that is campaigning to return back to a seat, he is the biggest contender that this man may have, in my opinion. That's just the way I'm seeing it. I don't want to think of I get you being realistic. I get that. People don't want to raise their hopes. But I do not see it being the way forward to just see negativity.
It's not negativity. It's realistic. No,
that's what it's just saying.
How is being realistic being negative? I'm just saying the facts.
Hold on. Yeah, but I get what you're saying, facts here. But these facts need to change. That is the point.
I say it's cute that you think. It's cute to have that hope.
It is good and it's important.
Yeah, it's good to have that hope. Yeah.
I'm not going to encourage people in saying that, oh yeah, you lot should just accept Nigeria for what it is. This thing ain't ever gonna change, because that's what this realistic talk sounds like to me.
But it's also
like,
easy for us to say that outside. Huh? It's easy for us.
I know what you're saying,
because we're outside. We're basically outsiders looking in. Mm-hmm. So it's easy for you to come. It's easy for you to come and say these opinions, but the people are actually living there, going through this. They may have different opinions.
I hear
so
you.
When you say have this hope, they may be looking at you like, who are you to tell us what's called for us to have hope when we've been suffering for this for how long? Like who people like the audacity.
I hear you. I don't care if you say that's the audacity, because this is my opinion. That is it. You may say I don't live in Nigeria, but I am Nigerian, and this is my opinion on what I am seeing. And my opinion is that people giving up, people settling for what you people feel to be realistic, I just do not see it as the way forward. Yes, it may be the reality right now, but we must not stick to this reality. And for a reality that is bad, there has to be a way out. There has to be a way forward. So all this, this is the reality. I just do not see how we're going to move forward if everybody has this mindset. Oh, this is just, let's just all be realistic. There's nothing we can do about it. Let's just settle for this. I don't see any way forward with that kind of mentality. So this is just my opinion and my POV. And I'm not going to, I don't care if anybody's telling me, oh, I don't live there, so I do not have the audacity to have this kind of opinion. This is my opinion. And you lot can have your opinions and share your opinions in the comment section about this whole thing. But yeah, that's just my opinion on the whole politics thing right now.
And given everything you said, what's it called? Have you voted in one of these Nigerian elections?
No. But that's not my point.
But
you're trying to because what you're doing here, you're trying to make it. My points are not valid.
I'm not saying your points are valid, but not valid.
But my opinions, and it's not going to happen.
So Clinton,
my opinions are my opinions.
Clinton,
I'm saying the same way we can speak about American politics. I ain't American, but my opinions looking in are my opinions, and that is fine. So I'm not here to argue my opinions. My opinions are simply my opinions. That's that.
Okay, and it's great that you have feelings and you express your feelings, and if that's how you feel, that's how you feel. It's not for me to tell you how you feel.
This turn, I feel, is trying to dumb down what I'm trying to say, and I'm not really going to have it. My opinions are my opinions.
Again, those are your feelings.
I'm not entitled to your feelings. Share your opinions. Share your opinions. But don't tell me, oh yeah, you're not in Nigeria. Oh yeah, you haven't voted. Oh yeah, this. That. My opinions are my opinions, and that is that. That's the way I see it.
Okay. Again, those are your feelings. What I'm just trying to highlight is
I've never argued they're not my feelings, so you don't need to remind me that these are my feelings. These are my feelings, yes. And if somebody else wants to share their own feelings, share it. Because I keep saying these are my opinions. That's that. Okay, so I don't need you to be talking back in my face. These are my feelings.
So clearly we're not going to be able to have a actual conversation.
No,
so let's
we can, but you keep saying these are my feelings. I'm aware.
So I'm going to move on to the London one.
No, but what do you want to say? I'm just saying I don't need to be reminded these are my feelings because I know these are my feelings. Yes, I'm aware. These are my feelings.
So I'm going to move on to the London one. Dead in the conversation. Anyway, so yeah, did you vote at the local election?
No.
So do you know anything about what's happened to London Borough of Enfield?
No.
Interesting. So we don't have an overall majority group. We have 34 Conservatives, 27 Labours, and I believe it's 7 or 5 Green. And it's not the best outcome, but I think it's the safest outcome because there's no majority group. Mm-hmm. So there's not really much one group can influence the.
So every party is represented. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Not every party is represented. Mm-hmm. There's only 3 parties that have been represented. Mm-hmm. But I think so far it's not the best, but it's the safest. And I'm not gonna lie, Labour, gosh, I understand why they want the Prime Minister out as the leader of the Labour Party. But it's kind of like we've seen what happened with Biden and Kamala Harris. Like if you push him out and then you try and insert a new person, the members of the public may not have enough time to connect or understand the new person you're trying to bring in. So it's It's a tricky territory trying to push him out and then bringing someone new.
Mm-hmm.
So by understanding the Labour Party's position in regards to given the disappointing turnout of the number of members that have been voted on, I can see why they're saying that while they're now trying to do crisis control and saying you're not really the strongest leader. We have seen the public aren't really not supportive but don't have much faith in you, especially with you flip-flopping a lot especially how you handled the whole USA and not Israel, the whole USA situation. So I can see how the support is, the support level is going down. All I'm saying is I just do not want reform as our party. Just like, no offense, I don't want to be seeing Nigel Farage's face on my TV. That's just scary. So Labour Party, like, whatever you got to do within these last, few months, few years, like, do what you need to do to get the support back. Even the Green Party, because I'm not gonna lie, I've been seeing you guys slowly creeping up, and I'm I'm starting to feel like I'm becoming a Green Party person. Especially how you are, especially how they connect more with the youth compared to the other parties. So I feel like I'm becoming a Green Party person, but the Labour Party, yeah, it's becoming disappointing, especially because we've had Conservatives for how long? We finally have a Labour, and this is what we're getting. And now it now makes the more we fail, it makes the Reform people even better candidates. It makes them look like better candidates, even though I disagree with the Reform Party.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, someone's in which party?
Labour, Clinton.
Labour Party, they're the ruling party. And this UK, they don't have like fixed terms. People can just resign when they want to resign, or they kick them out when they want to kick them out.
They can get resigned.
But they don't have like, like how we have in Nigeria, you serve 4 times to stay, you have to campaign again if you want to stay in seats. Like, they don't have that here in the UK now.
They have that in the UK.
Oh, so what's the maximum?
I need to double check. We have that.
People, like, last time I checked, people just be resigning.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like, when was the last time somebody, ran the full course of their tenure in the UK? Like, the people just be resigning. That's why it's nothing new for this. Like, I hear you all this Biden, Kamala thing, but I think it's one thing for America, but in the UK, I think that's the norm. They're always kicking each other out. Like, it's giving the vibe like they're always ready to kick somebody under the. How does that thing go? How does that saying go? We know when they're always ready to put somebody out for somebody else to step up. Like, yeah. They give that vibe. So it's nothing new. I will not start thinking, oh yeah, this is wow, you lot are really expressing yourself. You lot have been expressing yourselves. So like, it's the same way David Cameron left, is it not? It's the same way who else left?
David Cameron left because
of Brexit now. People will blame it on Brexit now. But they could have stood together and said that, okay.
No, but that's also Damon. That's also his fault, because he basically said that he basically had an ultimatum.
And if Brexit goes through, that he will go. Is that what he said? Okay, that one aside. But they'd be doing that. They'd just be doing that in that party. It's nothing. Even who's in Conservative? That's Kemi them.
Yes.
Kemi's Conservative now. But who are the Conservative prime ministers we've had? This person, Rishi.
Yes.
Was he Conservative?
Yes.
They'd be doing all of them.
But Rishi is because of bad publicity. Because the guy was caught lying. And
he's not the first person. Boris was flipping caught doing his hair messed up. Like,
how's being hair messed up?
I'm just trying to say, like, there's nothing new for UK politics. They yap a lot there. I'm just saying, it's all this, but
sometimes a lot of these
to outscare, I'm not sure.
But some of these times, these prime ministers, one thing I can say, a lot of times these prime ministers they resign to be able to save their party. Because if they become the bad apple, it affects their party. So if they leave,
why?
Because they're the face of the party.
UK politics is too. I don't think there's enough stability to it. Like, it's very quick for things to change. And I think maybe that's why I don't really, digest it. Because I'm like, today one person's here, the next I could just wake up tomorrow and the person's gone.
So, like, to be honest, the one I think
America, in Nigeria, unless due process.
I think the quickest one I remember is the Theresa May and Boris one.
Exactly.
That one's quicker. But other ones, it may seem quick until it's actually.
But it's quick when you compare it to other countries. It's like that's how you.
But see how. But sometimes actually, but I'm not gonna lie, I prefer that than what's it called? The USA, where they have had how many parliament hearings and it has not been successful. So some of them are stuck with this president until his turn runs.
Yeah, I hear that, but I think maybe that's because I have these two contrasts, like where I see like more of a fixed structure to in contrast to here, where it just seems like you lot just be when you lot are in the mood, you're like, okay, you need to go, you're getting us in the mood now, who can we replace it with? So I'm just like, I don't have time to keep up with the drama. That's really what it is.
Well, you definitely keep up if Kemi was Prime Minister.
The thing with the likes of them, Kemi, when you have extremists like that, like it's only it's only expected for them to catch your attention. It's just that because like the what comes out of your mouth is just like wow.
But they know what they're doing.
They know. It's the same thing. Same narrative can be applied for the likes of them.
Candice Owen.
I don't think that far. But same thing can be.
No, that's how I see it. Like every time I see Kim, I think of Candice Owen. I'm like, this is the British Candice Owen. I feel like Kemi.
But at least she's actually in politics.
Who?
Kemi.
True.
So
but I'm just like the same jargon that she'd be saying. I feel like you're just repeating off Candice Owen. It makes me really think. Did you study this woman?
Mm-hmm.
And then say, yeah, I'm gonna be the British version of that. Because she'd be saying stuff. I'm just like, I don't even believe you. Because when you like, I don't believe you're that naive that you don't know that you're a scapegoat for the Conservative Party, that they're going to leave you out to hang and dry. I don't believe that you really think that because you married someone who isn't Nigerian, that your children are not Nigerian citizens and can't come to Nigeria. I really do not believe that. Like, maybe I'm naive to think that you're not that stupid.
Yeah. But like you said, I definitely think
it's giving me playbook, and I've seen it so many times. That's the reason why I say it's giving me playbook. Amorosa, Candice Owen, it's giving me playbook.
Maybe so. But like, yeah, because me, I just choose what to engage with. I don't really hear too much of what she says. It's just here and there where her name is everywhere, that kind of thing. But yeah, like you said, I'm not shocked when such people garner a lot of attention because evidently you know that what you're saying is going to garner attention because what you're saying is not normal. There's no two ways about it. Like you said, like what are you actually talking about? Your children are not Nigerian. Like what are you on about? Like things like that. You know what you're saying is not normal. So yeah, it's not shocking. But yeah, I do know there was this big election. Maybe it was May 7th. And I was even planning to talk about it before the election happened. But we'll of course talk about other things and time just got away from us. But yeah, I'm aware that this big election happened even across Scotland, Wales, all these things. And they're like, guys, it's really important. I've seen on social media it's a really important election. I'm like, really, it is what's about. So yeah.
So let me get it straight. You had it was a really important election.
Yeah.
And you just decided to put on your shoes and just go to the poll.
Why would I do that?
To go vote.
I don't know what I'm voting for.
I swear me and your cousin have had this conversation to you about, actually reading up about what's happening in the country you're living in.
I don't have the time. I don't always have the time for these kind of things.
Clinton, you just finished doing a whole presentation about the importance of Nigerians going to vote.
I keep saying this thing, yeah. Nigerians need to get their stuff together. We can't afford, and that's when I be seeing all these dramatics going on in Nigeria. This person is doing this. This person is doing this. I'm like, you lot, yeah. We actually don't have time for this distraction. We don't.
Clinton, I sometimes think like
these lights. We don't have it 24/7. We got bigger issues.
I sometimes think like you forget that you live in the UK.
I hear that, but I proudly invest more of my energy into Nigerian politics because it is essential that we get it right. We cannot keep affording to get it wrong. Here in the UK, I have lights, okay?
Oh my gosh, this is the wrong message.
I know what I'm saying may be crazy, but
I have lights. I don't need to vote. What?
In comparison, you lot, like, I've got bigger issues to deal with. That's just really the way I see it. I'm like, Nigeria, get yourself together. So yeah, that's just, it's nothing new. I've been saying this. So yeah, maybe one day I'll be able to make out time and really.
So it will take you not having light for you to say, okay, it's now time.
Maybe, but I know we'll not have that in Jesus' name. And that's what I say. Like when Nigerians have been following all these, more developed countries to be playing their tactics, whether they're making noises on social media, making noise in media. I'm like, you lot are not mates. You people need to understand this thing. The Trump moves, you cannot afford to be making them. You lot are not mates. Trump can, turn that country upside down and they will still stand. They have the system in place for that. You lot cannot afford that. So that's why I'm like, yes, I'm definitely more invested in Nigerian politics than more Western politics. It's just, yeah, I have no shame in what I'm saying. Nobody can shame me. Yet again, this is my opinion. Okay? And you can have your opinion. What are your opinions on May 7th elections? How did it go for you? How did the results turn out for you? Let us know your thoughts. So what's really going on there? Because I was hearing them saying that basically the other parties are now outnumbering the Labour Party seats or something like that.
What?
What really went on with this election? Because I was seeing a lot of headlines. I saw headlines. A lot of
Yeah, that's what I said. The Labour Party,
they're being outnumbered now.
Yeah, that was quite disappointing in the the number of seats compared to Reform.
So which parties are being represented now? Are all like of them Labour, Conservative, Green?
Because these are local elections, so it's local. Borough.
Okay.
So different boroughs will have different numbers.
Because you were just talking about Enfield, right?
Yes, well, that's right. Because I live in Enfield now.
Yeah, no, but I'm just checking it across. Should be London.
Yeah, across what's it called? The Labour Party didn't do great, and the Reform there was an increase.
So why don't the people like Labour Party? Because of what? Living wages? Or
no, because what's it called? I
don't think another party will come overnight and fix that, guys.
No, I don't think that's what they do. I think they're just disappointed in the Labour Party. That's why they're saying let's try Reform.
About what?
But the way they've handled stuff from immigration, the way they've handled stuff in regards to us participating in the US war with
but they've kind of not participated. They've just given them a piece of
land. I know, but what's it called? Even in the beginning, it was wish-washy. At one point, he was being vague, saying whether we're going to participate and who he supports. And the next part, we're giving them our land for them to bring their equipment, therefore putting us at risk, as they could. What's it called? Is it Israel? No, I keep forgetting the country. They could strike us, knowing that that's where our equipment is being kept, because it was out in the public, and when the US equipment was being stored.
So they feel like the man is not smart and firm.
He's not, and what's it called? He's just like, he's too wish-washy. That's my opinion in regards to that. Yes.
Okay, I wouldn't know.
And he, what's it called? Like, just stick to what you said you're going to do,
which is
what's it called? Improve the living wages. Even the struggles of young people getting jobs is also another issue that they blame the Labour Party. I don't even think it's the Labour Party's fault, but especially with the increase in AI. So I don't think it's the Labour Party, but because they're the head party, we're putting the blame on them.
Yeah, and that's the thing that I have in mind. I just feel like it's very easy for people to blame the parties in power, because I do not see how, maybe these other parties that you lot maybe wanted to give a chance overnight are going to come and fix these issues. They may not even be able to fix it at all. So yeah, that's why I'm just like, I'm not very quick to just move from one party to another party. Because of
more than 100 Labour MPs signed statement against the Prime Minister for leadership challenge.
They're not serious. Unless he resigns, can they do anything about it?
Well, usually that's been able to get prime ministers out, given the fact
of what is it, like, what's it called, a rule that all of this number of MPs that you must resign?
No, but that's what
we. So if I was Keir Starmer, if that's not a rule,
but we've seen,
you don't want to go, don't go.
But that's what we've seen in history. What's it called? If they know that they're not going to get the support of their MPs.
And now run your course now. When it's time to.
It's easy to say, but when you don't have the support and you're like, for example, in the House of Commons,
they're gonna start supporting Conservatives when they're
no, they can be against any any
motion
you want to put through.
Would they support Conservative motion?
No, but they can just reject your own. It's not about they can just be rejecting your own and making it difficult for you to carry out leadership. Just from history, we've seen that when they start losing the support of their own party, of members of their own party, that's when they tend to leave.
Let me not be complaining too much, because evidently all these decisions people have been making has been keeping the lights on. So whatever people want to do, people must know what to do, So yeah, right on.
Yeah, so what's it called? Let me even see. Yeah, after a devastating result, that's why a lot of them are saying for 20% of Labour MPs, 81
what are these Labour MPs doing? Like, it's very easy to put the blame on here. What are the
That's
Labour
what I'm saying. We're just putting the blame on him because he's the face.
Making noise here, but she has impacts in that position. She's not even Prime Minister. Like,
well, which impact is coming up?
At least she has a voice. Her voice gets around. You know what?
She has voice, but she hasn't done any action.
I feel like her voice is louder than
Oh yeah, definitely. Like, but I'm just saying,
good for a Prime Minister.
Yeah, but I'm saying, what's good? How they say, you talk the talk, but you don't do.
I'm not saying I don't know about her track record, but I'm just saying in terms of like impact. So I'm just like, okay, she's not even the Prime Minister, and she's able to get her voice is able to get across to so many people. What are you MPs doing to get your own voices across? It's very easy to blame.
But also they can contest the leadership actually.
Mm-hmm.
And they would need to be. They can attend the leadership and bring a new and nominate a new one. They would need at least 20% of support from Labour MPs, meaning 80 MPs.
And 100 have signed this.
100 have signed, yeah.
Okay, maybe start writing out your letter.
But even them asking for resignation, that's actually being nice, Clinton.
Yeah.
Asking to resign, like that's what I said. They're being nice.
But my is like, okay, people asking to resign. What's your next solution?
That's
because I've just seen a pattern here. It's not the same thing that happened with Theresa. Theresa, who was
no, but Theresa, she was we all knew that she was temporary because the other prime minister left and they needed someone to put in. So that's what they normally said.
Theresa, try. Maybe just ask her.
I know, and it was. I'm not gonna say it was difficult for her because she just came into this thing and she now had to,
clean up
this whole, and they didn't really give her enough time. Yeah.
No, I don't even know what she was doing, but I just remember she used to dance.
What?
No, have you not seen that video of Theresa May dancing?
No.
Like,
the one I've seen is Prince William dancing. I don't want to see that one again.
Prince William, we can tolerate that one. But
Prince William, we can tolerate. The band has no rhythm.
I can tolerate the princes now. But there's one video of Theresa dancing. I think it was like some African event. Yeah, she was dancing. Like, great Theresa, right on.
Oh my gosh. Some of the people that they're thinking of is Angela Rayner. I actually know her because she started off as, what's it called? In the UK's version of the Ghetto Council Flats. And she really worked her way up to become, what's it called? An MP. And I remember I was looking at her, I was reading up on her when she was like nominated, when she got the position. And I was just like, bro, I could do this. If you're telling me that this girl was in a council flat, became a care worker, and all that stuff, and then it helped her get into a political career. I'm just like, me that works from where I'm working with unions. What am I doing sitting here?
No. Well, that even brings to my remembrance. I don't know whether you saw this thing about somebody called Dylan Law.
Oh, sorry. My correction. Shit the role of housing secretary, but still, big ups.
Okay, well done to them. But yeah, there's this person called Dylan Law. This guy, black guy called Dylan Law.
Yeah, me and Jennifer were talking about him. We're tackling, yeah.
So like, people are out here making moves.
And do you know what party he's? Do you know what party he's from?
What party?
Green Party. That's why I said the youths. They're getting the youths.
Shout out to him. Love to see black people making moves. I love to see Ogas.
Yeah, me and Jeff were talking about it.
Oga move.
Me and Jeff were talking about it when it was announced. All that stuff. And I'm just like, that's what I'm saying. Like, the Green Party are sneaking up.
If they can do the work, why not? Why not?
Yeah, maybe it's time for something different. We're always having conservatives, Labour. Even there's been a lot of conservatives. But Clinton did not know that.
Enter this Green Party because the person seems very passionate about it. We should probably talk to him about it. Wow. A lot of politics here, but that's just what we do over here on Puffpuffandteapodcast. We talk about it all, everything going on in UK culture, Nigerian culture. We talk about it all: politics, celebrity, personal life stories, finance, relationship. So just know that this is the place to be. So go ahead, hit that subscribe button.
Oh yeah, what's it called? The Green Party's one is different. So there's an option to choose your membership. Say for example, you pay £5 per month, which is £60 a year. You get full voting rights on party policy, stand as a candidate in elections, and access to local and national party events. Be a part of 200,000 strong movements. So yeah. And if you pay £13 a year. Oh yeah. Yeah, you can their one's actually more easy. You can actually stand as as a stand in election quicker.
Well done to them. Good for us to know. But yeah, guys, that's just what we do over here. We talk about it all. So make sure you stay tuned in, locked in. Those of you listening to us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, AfriPods, follow, participate in the poll because we're about to get into OGA approval. So guys, OGA approval. That's when I, the Ogaoflondon, alongside my fellow Ogas, we deliberate on scenarios and pass our judgments as whether it gets our OGA approval or OGA rejection. And we all know the OGA way is the right way. So, OGA approval is the verdict you want to get. So, with that being said, today's scenario is people getting with people solely for money. Does that get our OGA approval?
That is becoming the life.
I don't know whether you saw this clip of like a podcast clip that was
I know what you're talking about
on like this group of people talking about feminism, especially when it comes to
the girl,
Nigerians.
she's she's actually very popular in
her face
topics
seems
like
familiar.
that. Yeah, in topics like that. Well, she became very popular because she basically had saggy boobs, and she would wear clothes that would highlight her saggy boobs, and people were saying, dude, you should cover up, you have saggy boobs and stuff. And she basically started a movement without actually starting a movement about saggy boobs.
Wow.
And then people interviewed her and they found her more interesting stuff. Like she's not part-time, but when she wants to, she does dominatrix.
Okay,
You know,
I think I've seen something like that. I think I've seen, it's now clicking. Yeah, I think I've seen clips like that. But yeah, more than Sahara and her Saki boobs. So, yeah, the clip that we were seeing was.
Clinton,
what?
Gonna get us cancelled one day.
How now? She embraces Saki boobs. We embrace it too. Psych away. Is that anything
Some
bad?
people can highlight that you're. What's it called?
What?
Just continue.
Anyhow. So, the clip that I saw today was.
Yeah, I have it somewhere.
They were having the discussion, and basically it was about feminism. The man was basically of the opinion that feminism is rubbish, that you people don't even know what's your feminism.
I'm not gonna lie.
That's what I was getting from the whole thing. The girl was like, I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of
the
shocked.
The girl made it rubbish.
Yeah,
for the feminist
like what
movement.
she was saying, I didn't think was what people would correlate with feminism.
People would not. That's why I said she made it sound. She made his argument.
Yes.
Sound better. She made the argument for him that feminist movement based on what she said.
Yeah, because I don't think when people think feminism, I don't think it's what she was saying.
Yes.
Basically, what she was saying was that women should be able to get with men solely for money, and there should not be any complaints about it. Once
and then the guy should
out of money, then I am well within my rights to dip.
And I'm only having kids if you have money.
If you have money.
And then what's the goal? If you want me, you better have money. That was basically a thing. I'm just like,
is that feminism?
That's not feminism. I'm not sure. Maybe it's a new form of feminism that I don't know, because we have different forms of feminism. We have liberal, we have maximum, we have different forms of feminism. But between all those stuff, I've not heard this one.
Never heard this one.
So maybe it's a new movement that she's starting, but that's not the feminism I know.
No, it wasn't.
Or the feminism I agree with.
It wasn't sounding very familiar to me, and if that's the feminism, I ain't gonna support that.
Especially when especially when the feminism that we're seeing growing is that, bro, I can be the breadwinner, and I can be the breadwinner, take care of my family, take care of the household equally as well as the guy.
Because I feel like when it comes to feminism, what comes to my mind, I think the major premise of it all is respect and mutual respect. At that, like the same level of respect that is given to a man, and for the things that a man can do should also be given to a woman, and what a woman can do, and that is equal. I think that is my first thought process when it comes to
that's a liberal feminism.
Yeah, so that's like my thought process when it comes to this whole feminism thing. So this whole narrative of like, oh yeah, we should normalize and people just getting with women just getting with men solely because of money, and that being the only reason why you're with a man. I'm like, that is a very scary narrative, in my opinion, a very dangerous narrative, in my opinion, because
I'm not gonna lie, they both made flawed arguments, but the girls one was worse in regards to how flawed it was, because there was one point where the guy was saying that, oh, men work down in the sea and all that stuff.
Yeah, I heard that part.
And like, women can't do that. I was like, bro, you need to do your research.
I was about to say, like, who told you that? I don't think there's any job that is specifically only for men.
Yeah, so you should do your research actually. And because even the training alone that they do will show you how they get these candidates. It's not just on, because the man will give you a job. There's a training that they have to do. So, and the females and males are able to do that training. So who's best in the role and who can follow, who can fulfill those trainings, who's going to get the job, not because you have balls.
Yeah, the opportunities and the percentages may not be equal at this time.
Yeah,
but I don't think there's any job that is specific to one gender or the other. So, and
I'm not gonna lie, But the part where she started saying that, do men give birth? And I'm just like, bruh. I'm not gonna lie. There's times where when we're losing an argument that we like to bring up that whole we bring the children into the world. Yes, we bring the children into the world, but the only time I ever hear us use that argument is when we're losing the battle. When I heard that, I was just like, bro, you're losing it. And I'm just like, you weren't even winning in the beginning, so just continue losing.
Thank God you said that, because I can't say that. So
because when I saw that, I was just like, but then again, because I know this girl and what she does, like she's the people. There's certain people I just put into the wow factor that are just there to wow us, who are just there to make sure they continue getting the podcast deals, keep getting the interviews, and people that I put there is her, what's it called, Madam Joyce.
I knew you would say that.
And what's it called? Those are people I put. There's other people. The other people I put, but those are people I put in the wow factor. So when I heard this guy, I was just like, bro, you're losing the argument, but you probably wanted to think of the most extreme thing so it gets notoriety, so it gets shown on the shade borough. So I was just like, so I'm not taking it serious.
Yeah, and for me, I don't even see a conversation to be had here. To be frank, I think it's never okay and should never be promoted. Women just get with men because of their money.
But I'm not going to lie.
I know it happens, but I don't think it should be.
I'm not saying it's good, but there is an increase of people choosing finance over love. Where they're saying, dude, I just need to be in a good financial situation. I don't even care if I love the guy. Love can come after.
I hear that. No, I hear that point of view. I'm not even trying to say that, oh yeah, finance cannot be your higher priority. Like, you're well within your rights to have that. But for you to just see a man, you're basically saying that man is your ATM card. Once that ATM machine stops working, you are out. You're on to the next ATM machine. You're basically just moving from one ATM to another ATM. Me as a man, I will not appreciate being your ATM. Whether I can afford to be your ATM or not, like, it is, you don't regard me.
And I guess that's why they wouldn't come to you.
No, that it's, and be aware, don't come to me on that kind of energy.
Yeah, because they know what the type of guy they're like, the ATM and the ones that are willing to accept that. Because the people, as you've explained previously, that are willing to have transaction. Yeah.
Do you think long term a man just wants to be somebody's ATM their whole life and not have any connection?
Have you not seen half of the NFL coaches that have left their wives for the younger chick?
But a lot of the time, yeah, is that really long term? I feel like this is more of a side chick narrative.
No, I'm saying, what's it called? There are men, especially from the stories I've been hearing are the ones who are NFL coaches, leave their wives to support them through thick and thin and all that stuff. Find this young chick, know that the only reason that she's with the girl with them is because of money, but they're like, bro, I don't care. I have the money and I want something nice on the side, and she's young and active and could probably give it to me in multiple ways than how my wife was giving before. We'll see more transactions like where they both know what they want. And they're willing to get married and be giving them an allowance, and sort of far that they have something nice on their shoulder, they're cool because they're like, what am I really losing?
I hear that, but I don't know. I don't think that is long term. I don't think I can be convinced that is a long term thing, because for you to tell me that the basis of your relationship is solely money, I do not see that being.
Because you believe in love, and that's
it's
nice.
not just because I believe in love. I don't think anybody can convince me that the whole premise of their relationship for the rest of their life. Do you know what it means to partner up with somebody? This person went ahead to talk about, if I have kids for the person, this. So basically saying, there's a possibility you're going to spend the rest of your life with this person, and the only reason why you're with this person is because of money, and this man will be aware that you're with him just because of money. You're with him just because of money, and the pair of you are going to be comfortable with that. I don't.
There are guys that There's literally guys. There's even a documentary where it's where men are highlighting, dude, I just want someone that looks pretty. And then I don't care if they don't want me and all stuff. I don't care if all they want is my money. I just want they're guys and even girls who they know what they want in their criteria, and their criteria sometimes doesn't include love. And they're willing to go down the aisle. And the one where the guy married the girl. He was 65. He was 65. She was 21. They got married and all that stuff. They live a good life. He said that, yeah, I know that she's she's with me for my money, and I don't care. Like, what have I got to lose by giving her money? All that stuff. And then he even said that she's even allowed to sleep with other guys because he can't perform all the time. But there are rules, like you can't bring the guy to the house. You don't want to have you can't be seen with the guy in public, all that stuff. So they got relationships are I won't say changing because I always believe these relations are always there,
Yeah.
but it's now rising. Like even what's it called? We're seeing more people that have more than one woman. We're starting to see that work out. Like our our parents' marriage, yeah, it's great and all that stuff, but
Not everybody's
not
story.
everybody's story. Yeah,
Mhm.
there's some people just like even they may even start like that, but then later on in life they're like they may be more open and say, yeah, what's it called? Once every Christmas you have a pass to do what you need to do. Like say for example me, I have two parents that just loved on each other and all that stuff, but I'm more open to other forms of relationship. I don't think that's just the only way.
Mm-hmm.
And I have friends who have other forms of relationship, which also opens my yeah.
So I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying. But with that being said, are we ready to deliver our verdicts? Being with being in a relationship solely for money, does that get Oga approval or Oga rejection?
Approval because it depends. What's it called? If those both people know what they want, know that's what they want in a relationship, and they're fine with it, who am I to say rejection? Approved.
You get my Oga rejection because I don't want that. So that's me. So guys, with that being said, this has been another episode of Puff and Tea Podcast. Yep, we'll be back again next Monday, 5 p.m. YouTube, Apple Podcasts, AfriPods, where did I miss out? Spotify. Okay, Spotify. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like. Make sure you comment. Make sure you turn on that notification bell. Make sure you follow. Make sure you leave a rating. Make sure you participate in the poll. Being in a relationship just for money, does that get your Oga approval or Oga rejection? What's that?
They made a South African, what's it called, Bling of Dubai.
Yeah.
They made a South Asian one. Desi Bling.
Who?
Desi Bling.
Okay. Where is it? Is it going to be on Netflix?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll anticipate because you guys know I like luxury things. So let's see whether I'll watch it. But yeah, guys, with that, we'll be out. Bye, guys.
Bye.